What is going on, everyone? It's Drag. I'm just going to go ahead and break down my gun type double scheme. The audibles that I like in this formation, I just have tight curl at X, I have quick base as my run play, and then I go ahead and have Z spot and cross wheels as my other two plays. So I'm just going to come out and trio and then audible over, just so you guys can see what happens as they audible over, who goes where, all that. Now the first play that I like to run here, you can run this play versus basically any coverage. So I'm just going to come out and random play. Going to audible over cross wheel. All I do here with this first setup, this is probably my favorite setup out of this whole formation. I just flat B to open up this we wrote. I mean, you can throw that as well depending on where the coverage is on the right, but I go ahead and um, post route Y, and then I'll motion out X on this we route. The we route is really good versus like cover 3 or like a man coverage. There's just a lot of routes you can hit quickly on the play. This A route is really good. It gets underneath the zones. You can throw it as it, crosses over. Just look to see where the user is going on the play. So like if they follow the post, you can go ahead and quickly hit this wheel. If they go ahead and guard the wheel, you just want to focus on the other parts of the play. So as you can see, the wheel route wide open, easy dot. I had the flat as well, but as you can see, this play attacks a lot of different parts of the field, and it does it very quickly. That's why I like this play so much and feel it is very, very effective. So as you can see, wide open. Now, he overthrew the wheel route. Sometimes that'll happen this year, but it is still a good read to make when they're backed off, like in a cover 3 or in their man. Sometimes they just burn them downfield. You can see he got open again. I just threw it wide open. Like I said, this is my favorite setup out of this whole formation. When you watch me stream on Twitch when I'm playing salary cap, you'll see that I go to this formation a lot, especially on like versus man or like if they're blitzing me a lot, just because it's such a really good play and you can attack a lot of different areas very, very quickly. I'm just gonna run it one more time before I show you my other setup out of cross wheels. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hike, wheel route wide open, easy dot. The other play, it's just run play is the next play in the formation, so I'm just going to run it one time. You guys all know how it works. I don't motion anybody. I guess you can motion him out if you really wanted to, but I would like to have the extra blocker, but you just got to find the hole and run forward. I don't run this run a lot. It's all right versus formations where the line spread like this, so like I could cash this, but there's really no point. I guess I'll just run it real quick as you can see. This guard will pull, and it should, if anybody shoots a gap, it should block them. But as you can see, he's running right up the middle. So the next setup in cross wheels is just a cover 2 beater. I'm just going to come out like this, people in the right positions, and then come out with cross wheels versus cover 2, preferably just like cover 2 blitz. Come on, DB Sting. All I do is streak Y, I block A, and then I drag B. Now, with this running back over here, I leave him on this route sometimes, otherwise if you feel you need to block more, you can just block him. So I'm going to go ahead and motion this guy out here, depending on where people are. As you can see, the lineman was in the, looks like a bluff blitz yellow, so I just threw it to him. But this is just another way you can attack the blitz. As you can see, I dumped it off to the drag, easy dot. This is just a play you can mix in, especially if they're running a lot of cover 2. This way you can just kind of open up the field a little bit more, just so they aren't getting used to like the same post over the middle, stuff like that. You're just able to attack the seams a little bit better in this setup. So the next pass play that I'm going to show you is just another good setup versus the blitz. It's just out of Z spot. Now I mainly just use this to attack corner routes, so I'm just going to come out in a blitz. Let's just do crossfire. You can go ahead and put Y in a corner, X in a flat, B in a flat, and just block your running back for a little help here. Now you're just going to make the read here. when your opponent's usering, they're going to have to pick either the left side or the right side to guard. If they go to the right side, I'm going to immediately focus to the left so I can try to throw this Y route or low ball it as he cuts. I mean, if they're shaded up, you can throw the flat route, and it's just vice versa if they're using the left side. So I'm just going to call hike here. As you can see, X was open. Bridgewater did throw a bad pass, but we'll just run it a few more times so you guys can see. Again, that's just corner routing Y, flat routing X, flat routing B, and then blocking RB. Same as low balling it, wide open. You just got to make the read. You just got to recognize the coverage. I mean, with all my offenses, it's just not something where you got to just pay attention to where zones are. You got to pay attention to where the user is. As you can see, this is just something I can continuously throw. Now, if they start to use that route, I can go ahead and attack the right side. Now, with this coverage on the play here that I'm going up against, they actually cover it for the low ball. As you can see, he mans up to him, and as he cuts, you should be able to throw that sometimes. But typically, with how this play is going to work, your opponent is mainly against the blitz, so your opponent's going to be setting a heavy blitz. You just quickly make the read, and then you just throw it to whoever's open. As you can see, A got open that time, but Y was the for sure read on the play, so I just lowballed it as he cut. And it was an easy dot. I do have one more play setup I'm going to show you here. It's out of tight end curl. I also like this play setup as well. I just go ahead and put Y in a post. I block A. And the only other thing here, it's optional. You can go ahead and leave running back on the table route here, or you can block them. It's ultimately up to you. I'm just going to go ahead and call hike here. This is a very good man beating play as well. I mean, the drag route will be man. This post route will be man. This corner route will be man. Running back route doesn't really be man at all, but I mean, you can obviously just block him if you need to. Like, it's very good against the cover zero blitz. As you can see, post route was open. I just lowballed it. I really do like this play as a mix-in. A lot of people aren't expecting it, especially when I run a lot of cross wheels. That way, I mean, it really opens up a couple other setups I have in this formation. So I'm just gonna call hike here. As you can see, it's got wide open. No zone really covers that route, especially towards the long side of the field. So I like to always have this side opposite the running back on the long side, just because it allows a little bit more space for that X corner route to get open. As you can see, this play just completely destroys zone. I'm just going to run it real quick a few times versus man coverage for you. Alright, so I'm just going to come out in a cover 2. And like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and block A, post Y. I'm just going to call hike. See, Y completely torched it. X will get open when he cuts as well. Just going to put it back on that route. And that's Traquan Smith as well. He's not a very good wide receiver, and he's just completely burning Jackson on that. I'm just going to run it one more time here just so you guys can see. As you can see, even though B got bumped, he still got wide open versus Gilmore, who was probably the best man coverage cornerback in the game. So as you can see, this play is also very effective. It is, I mean, a great play to mix in. It counters all the other plays very well, just because it helps you attack every coverage. I mean, you can run this play versus any coverage, cover 4, cover 3, cover 2, man, whatever they throw at you, you can run this play versus it. So next up here, I'm going to go ahead and break down my red zone scheme.